Hi, my name is Virginia Christy Garner, and I'm going to share today with you a product called VoiceThread. I learned about this first through my multimedia applications graduate class last spring at Lindenwood, and I have used it in my classroom and found it to be a great product, and I can't wait to show you about it. So first, I'm going to give you a little bit about the features of this product. It gives you tons of different ways that you can do things. I'm going to specifically talk about the compatibility issue. My students in K3 through 5 all have 1-1 Chromebooks, but my students in K through 2 are using computer labs, which have a variety of different laptops, and using VoiceThread from any computer or web browser really simplifies this. We also have a mobile cart of iPads, and it is available on all Apple products, so therefore I can also use VoiceThread that way. I'm going to show you the digital library, the workshops, and the security as we go along. Those are the other things that I really love about the product. So in products K through 12, it's going to go through all the different ways you can use VoiceThread, and I would love to show you every single one of these, but I have been getting about 15 minutes at each video, and I'm going to try to not do that to you, so I'm going to try to move faster. So in my particular example, I'm going to show you speaking and listening. I'm also going to talk to you or demonstrate to you about commenting, about sharing, and comment moderation. But if you want to know more about annotating, which they call doodling, creating, global collaboration, timed presentation formats, math instruction, or interactive video commenting, all you have to do is just come here and click the one you want, and they will give you a very detailed and visual representation. VoiceThread is a free product. However, if you want all of the bells and whistles, you'll have to buy the full product, which I would do if I was a regular classroom teacher, especially in a elementary setting. A single license, which gives you one teacher and 50 student accounts, is only $80 a year, which is much cheaper than $15 a month. However, I'm the music teacher at the school, which means I have to teach everyone, which is currently about 400 students. So, for instance, the example I'm going to show you is the 5th grade, which had 80 students. So just to do the 5th grade would be around $140 when you add in the $2 per student extra fee. And when you compare that to the other grade levels, it becomes completely unfeasible as a specialist in order to buy these. So I would have to look at doing a school license, which is a lot more expensive. The reason I would want to do it beyond the extra security, the groups, the simplifying, is this part. My particular district is very security oriented when it comes to particularly grade level students' email addresses. And so when my students can create an account, you have to validate that email address. And Hazelwood's policy is that if it does not come from the Hazelwood domain, the email is automatically deleted. It never shows up. It doesn't go to junk. It's just vaporized. So I've been working for years on the district tech committee trying to get like a safe senders list that products like this could be on. So far to no success, but there is a workaround. So if you are in that category as well, or your district is in that category as well, I can show you ways that I was able to still use the products for free and get what I want done. If you're interested in this product, they give so much free training and workshops and resources. It's amazing. So just coming up, they have one on VoiceThread and using it for universal design for learning, VoiceThread for assessments. I'm actually registered for this one, game-based learning with VoiceThread, because I'm all about gamification. They actually have different categories that you can go look for, anything from flipped classroom to STEM to art to Common Core. You can find when the workshops are going to pop up, and everything's free. If you're looking for something to do for PD hours or professional growth plan, you can actually get VoiceThread certified, which requires, like a Google Educator does. You have to take 2 weeks of online courses, you have to create projects, blah, 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 blah. And it requires quite a bit of mastery. And most school districts will accept it as professional development hours or as a PTP plan. And finally, if you're just like, well, I don't know how I would use this, this is where you would go. The digital library is a database of successful VoiceThread projects. So these are things that have been vetted and have been discerned and gone through a process where they show educational growth. They go through various standards. They show VoiceThread in a variety of different ways. And you can find them either by the name of it, you can find it by contributing to the different age groups, or you can find it by category of education. So I'm just going to show you the very first one because it's adorable. So this is all about polar bears. It was an ESL kindergarten. It actually won a PBS Teacher Innovator Award. But for all of them, you're going to see the same thing. So you're going to see a description. You're going to actually see a plan. You're going to see the assignment steps. They're going to give you challenges, setbacks, tools, tips, even variations you can do for how you can use it in another way. And then finally, you're actually going to get to see the entire VoiceThread and how it played out. So this is incredibly helpful if you're just, looking like, how could this possibly be useful to me? I would highly recommend this because I'm going to just show you one example, and there are so many different ways to use this product. All right, let me show you how mine runs. So I'm going to sign into my VoiceThread. And once you get into your particular thing, it'll be blank and it'll say create. I'm going to show you how to create one really quick, and then we'll show you my example. So first thing you want to do is add media. You can either create your own media through your webcam or audio, or you can upload webcam video. You can upload documents, other media like PowerPoints, presentations, Google Slides. You can even link to certain things like websites and have kids annotate things from different websites or comment on different things that are going on a website. So there are a lot of different options. For my demonstration, I'm going to do an audio recording. So it's counting down like this to 0. It's now recording my voice. It'll keep recording my voice until I hit this little button. The 0 is now recording my voice. The little circle was spinning, and once the gray circle was stop spinning, it starts playing. It actually has a feedback loop sensor, so you can speed it up, you can slow it down, you can choose to record more, you can choose to save, or you can choose to cancel. I'm going to go ahead and just click save, just so that I have something to show you. I'm going to put test description, and then you can enter tags, like if you allow people to search. So I'm just going to put like right to it. And my options, though, this is what I do. This is what they have already, and I don't do many of these. So this is why I love VoiceThread, all of the security measures that are automatically free with it. In my case, I don't want my students to be able to do media comments any other way but through their microphone. So even though they have webcams built in, I just took it away from them. Didn't allow them to even try. I don't want them to add other comments. I just want them to be able to comment on the actual slide. I don't want them to download. I don't want others to export it. I do want to start playing. I don't want to enable comment moderation. I don't want students to be able to delete their own comments, which I'm going to show you in just a second why that's important to me. And then there's a place where you can upload a picture if you want to cover it. So I'm just going to save this, and then you have a couple of different things. You can either edit it, you can comment, so you can write your own comment to it, or you can share it. And if you're going to share it, you can choose who has it. So you can allow people to just view it, or you can allow people that comment on it. So there were certain people when I sent it to parents, I actually had the view one on, and then when I sent it to kids, I got a different link, and I did the comment and view. You can't, unfortunately, have the secure share because I don't have it upgraded, but you can control who has access. So I can make this private. I can make anyone can comment, anyone can view. And at the moment, I'm just going to keep this private since it's not very important. You can also export it, and you can save it offline. You do have export credits, and from what I understand, I think you get 2 export credits with your free account. And so I guess I've already used them because I'm down to 0 export credits. So you either then have to upgrade or something if you wanted to download it all again. So I'm going to go back to my home so you can see my ones that I did with my 5th grade last year. My 5th grade attend a program called Link Up with St. Louis Symphony, which is the culmination of them learning a whole curriculum of pieces where they play your recorder, they sing different songs, and then they do dances to different songs. Then they get to go to Powell Symphony Hall and actually perform that with the St. Louis Symphony. And it's a great culminating experience for my 5th graders as they leave me to go on to middle school. So at the end of it, I always have them do a follow-up kind of reflection type piece. And in the past, I've always had that be partially written, partially group discussion or partner discussion. And this year I decided to do it through VoiceThread. And my initial thought was I wanted them to be able to not only record their individual answers, which was a requirement, but I wanted them to be able to go and listen and reply to other people's comments. Unfortunately, due to the time of Link Up, I only saw my 5th graders one more time after Link Up, so I was lucky to get their answers, much less have them go through the process of how they could comment. But speaking to comments, when you listen to somebody, for the students, one set of things shows up, and for me, another set of things shows up. So for me, I can delete, students cannot. I can close caption it, so they'll actually add the closed caption. I enabled it so that anyone can reply, and then I can actually do a private reply. So like if I listen to Kanaya and I realize Kanaya hasn't actually answered the question, I can make a private reply that says, Kanaya, I listened to you. I didn't actually hear you give advice to next year's 5th graders. Can you please make a new comment that answers the question, and then I will delete this one for your grade. But students who reply, once they've saved it, they cannot delete it. And that's very important to me because it takes away all of that social online media meanness that might be in there. Not that any of my kids would ever be mean on social media. But if there were to be an inkling to make a comment about how somebody was talking or what somebody said, the only way for someone to see or listen to a comment is for them to save it. And once they save it, they cannot delete it. So if someone made a new comment to Kanaya and published it so Kanaya could actually hear and see it, she could tell me and the child would not be able to delete it before I could see it. So I love having that extra bit of control. The child follows the same steps that you do when you do your stuff. The child also can do this, which is the adding annotations thing. This would be great if you were having people make connections or draw lines between things, or even if you just wanted them to, circle things within a, certain variable thing. And once again, when you push stop recording, it will actually show all of that drawing that I just did when you do your stuff. The child, it'll show all the drawing that I just did. I'm not going to save it on my lookup thing. The one thing that I dislike about it is that you will hear ambient background noise because my students are using their in Chromebook microphones, and the only way to avoid that is either to have them do it by themselves, which does not work for me because many of my students don't have the opportunity to do it at home. We don't take our Chromebooks home in elementary school, and they need to have access to microphones and laptops and stuff. Or I would have to buy them all headsets, and that's not going to happen. So you're going to
Hello, fifth graders. My name is Kanaya. Some advice I would give you is to really stay focused on playing your recorder. And at the symphony, if you know you can't play a song well, then you can just sing the notes.
All right, so that was her stuff. I hope that I answered and gave you some good examples of everything to do with VoiceThread. There's so much to talk about. I could probably go on forever, but I'm trying not to make this video 20 minutes long. So if you have any questions or would like any more clarification on it, please let me know, and I will be happy to help you. Thank you so much.